Hey everyone, my name is Nate with CSG, and today we're going to be talking about everyone's favorite game studio, and that is Bethesda. As of the last 12 months or so, yes, their reputation has been completely trashed. They've always been known to have a lot of bugs in their games, and that their games do not simply just work, Todd Howard. Even though we love your titles, they launch with lots of bugs, and Fallout 76 absolutely killed the reputation for the company. Massive promises were made for an amazing Fallout game, one of the biggest franchises in gaming, and what was delivered was just so far off of the promise, and it was a failure. It was a complete failure, missed the mark by 100 miles. Summer of last year, Elder Scrolls 6 was announced. They came out with an announcement teaser that got 10 million views on YouTube. And I'll play the video in case you haven't seen it, but it's really just us flying over the mountains for 30 seconds. You don't really see anything. That's literally the whole thing. And it looks pretty, but there's really not much to look at. So let's talk about how the absolute failure of Bethesda the past 2 years, and let's talk about what that means for Elder Scrolls. So when we look at Elder Scrolls 6, it's easy now to start questioning after what happened with the Fallout IP. Is Bethesda going to let this happen with the new Elder Scrolls? Elder Scrolls for them as a whole is a cash cow. If you look at the way Bethesda makes their money, this goes all the way back almost a decade ago to 2011 when Elder Scrolls 5 Skyrim was released. Skyrim released for the PlayStation 3, the Xbox 360, and PC in 2011. Okay? And then a couple years later, PlayStation 4 and Xbox One hit the market. Now Skyrim was remade for all of that. And then Nintendo Switch comes out, Skyrim comes again, PlayStation VR, all the VR versions of Skyrim come out. And then, even though like the list I'm looking at online here doesn't mention this, but even on PC, you'll see like right now, I have it pulled up. You probably hear me clicking right there. You can't even buy the normal version of Skyrim because they remade it, retextured it, updated Skyrim Special Edition. $40 please, no more of this $5 on sale Skyrim crap. Nope. It is like a hidden, I think they call it unlisted on Steam. You need like a special link to even see the old page. Skyrim Special Edition. So what I'm saying is, they make so much money off of the Elder Scrolls IP, and they rely on it being a big success because they know that they are going to milk it for 10 years. That is what's happening with Skyrim. They milk this for 10 years and people keep buying it. I believe it was even Bethesda themselves that said, yeah, we know it's funny, you know, people make jokes about constantly selling the same game, but hey, people are buying it, so we'll keep selling it. And that's completely cool. That makes sense. So this is why I can say with complete confidence, I believe Elder Scrolls 6 will be a good game, and it will be the game, I don't know how I'm able to say this, but I can say it with common sense, this will be the game that you want it to be, because Bethesda literally cannot carry on if they don't deliver. Of course, this is assuming that Bethesda has some common sense, and if I was in Bethesda, I would realize the opportunity and see the pattern of the past with Elder Scrolls 5 going into Elder Scrolls 6. You need to make sure that this game not only works, but you need to make sure that it is great. It needs to be excellent because you're going to sell it for the next 10 years. They know they can't afford to screw this up because if this game falls flat, there goes potential sales for the next decade. And to be fair, let's look at the other side of the coin here. It is easy for me to say, well, obviously, there should be common sense within Bethesda that they know Elder Scrolls 6 has to be something that they can sell for 10 years, so they're going to make sure it's good. It's easy for me to say that, but it's also easy for me to say any game company should have the common sense of their failures, and these failures shouldn't be possible, but yet, games still fail. Fallout 76 should have never happened like it did. So I guess at the end of the day, Elder Scrolls 6 still has me anxious. I am confident that they won't let that happen, and am very hopeful that they won't let that happen. But hey, that's only if you have some common sense. Have a great rest of the night, everybody. Take care.